Now this is really interesting. It says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it. Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got something pretty cool today. 1974 Volkswagen Thing. Really cute little rig. They built these in 73 to 74 and brought to the US. And this is 100% of 74. You can see one of the differences on 74s, they put this vent housing on here, which I actually really like. The other ones didn't have that. So that's one of the first things you'll notice when you look at these in general. This one is really clean. Came out of Idaho a while back and ended up coming over here to Oregon. Really clean little rig overall. I've always enjoyed these. The engine's a 1600, but it is not the original motor. It's a 71. We did have the motor out, fixed a bunch of leaks. I'll talk about that later. It's got a valve adjustment, new clutch, and everything like that. Mechanically, it's in great shape. If you have a rig that you want to have us help you sell, we don't mind helping you as long as you show, you don't mind us showing the goods and the bad, and maybe we want to make some improvements to it in general. So you can check us out on our website. It's Denwerks, DENWERKS.com, or you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook. But if we get the lead from the Bring a Trailer, we want to put the car and bring a trailer. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and show you the lights. We're going to show you the marker lights first. You can see they're lit up on the top, and then you can see headlights, then bright lights. Got brights, and we got blinkers, right and left. So all those are working, and then the windshield wipers, they work. They go a little faster actually when they're got water on them, and you can see it's got the correct little bar that pulls that one, because the windshield folds forward. That's what's really cool about these. That you'll see it's got glass windows in the side instead of just plastic ones, but you can take all the windows off. You can take the doors off, put the top down, flip open the front. You'll see that on my auction pictures there. This is no reserve, so top bid is going to get it. I'm just going to walk around the front to the back. You're going to see little flaws, little imperfections, just general things, but this thing is really clean overall. It's not rusty. You'll see a couple little dings right down here, a couple little paint imperfections, little touch-ups. You can see a couple little paint imperfections there. Right here on the chrome, you can see a couple little dimples right here on the top, a little crazing on some of the chrome, but all that stuff's easy to change if you wanted to down the road. Windshield looks good. You're gonna see a little chip right there that's been touched up, but overall in good shape. Fenders are in good shape. The wheels are US wheels. Those have been on there for a little bit. The date code on these are 3909, so 2009. You can see right there. The tread is really good. No rust in the rockers or anything like that. When I put it on my lift, I'll show you the floors and underneath here. Hopefully you can see that actually is really clean overall. You're gonna notice little tiny chips, a little ding right there. There's a couple little tiny things, little ding right there as well. But little imperfection here, little crack in the paint. But overall, looks good in general. Right here you can see where the paint shrunk a little bit. There's a couple spots of that. The top is in really good shape overall. No holes or anything like that. The top stays on really good, but these little, you see these little things, actually I just broke that one off. Right here, these little strap things that came off, but you don't really need them on the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the lights in the back. We've got tail lights, we got brakes, blinkers. We got right, and we got left. And then we also have the license plate light works here as well. The plates do come with it, and then we got reverse lights. Yep, everything looks good. Go ahead and rev it up just a little bit. You know, it doesn't blow any smoke or anything like that. It actually runs really good. Right here's a little bit more of that paint shrinking. A couple little cracks right there. I'm just trying to show you the good and the bad. It's mostly good about this one, but just want to, you know, make you aware of general things. We'll go ahead and look at the fender on this side. And obviously you're gonna see all the pictures and everything like that. Little seam right here, little tiny paint crack. Just a couple little tiny things. You know, some people have asked about this hole, and this used to have running boards on it, or at least this fender. I don't know if that's the original fender, but that bolt's there because there was a hole. And some of them had an option of a running board on it, which would actually look pretty cool on it. But again, the paint looks good. A couple little dings right there. Overall, it's pretty clean in general. So gas gauge works, all the lights work. Oh, I was going to mention this. These are made in Taiwan. These are not the originals. I think I have one original. I'll have to double check. One of them fell off, and you can actually get these, but the gentleman I got it from opted not to put them on. I think they're about $300 for correct ones, so from what he told me. So if you want to put correct ones on, you could. So I was going to go show you the top up here on this side. Looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the interior. I'll show you the it up on my lift underneath the trunk. Also, just wanted to show you these lights are original. You'll see some little tiny hairline cracks in them, but you know, I kind of like original stuff over reproduction. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to do a cold start for you. I just wanted to show you when you have the key on the on position, you can see the alt and the oil pressure light is on right now, and those will come off when it starts. Just want to go to the back here. This is a true cold start. You see, you got my hand on the exhaust. You guys know that that would burn my hand. And then also, I was mentioning, some people made some comments. There's a shield little tin that comes on here, right here, and then goes across and then connects over there. And there's a little tiny little tin that should go on the front. If you go to the Thing Shop's website, you can actually see these two panels there, the front one and the little back one, and then you actually get this grate as well. It's I think they've got a sale going on, because that's where I got the cocoa mats. It's 175 bucks, but I think you get some money off if you buy them. But if you wanted to put those on there, you could, and then sell that grate off, because you don't need that. So, or maybe they sell individual. So we're going ahead and start it up. Gonna hit the gas a couple times, and let's fire her up. When it actually starts up really nice, you know, it's definitely cold. Go ahead and rev it up a couple times. So there you go, cold start. We'll show you some more stuff. Hey, just wanted to go ahead and show you the interior, put it in the shade a little bit so you can see it a little better. Just wanted to show you the doors lock. So those do work. Interior is actually really clean. Seats are real nice. In general, there's no rips or anything like that. These doors do come off. The windows have sliders. These are actually glass and tinted. And they come off really easy. You just basically lift it off there. And I was trying to do it with one hand. But you can see the back seat looks good as well. All the jams looking really nice condition. If you look underneath the doors, very clean. You can see that. You'll look at the couple little chips, just a couple little tiny things in general. Dash looks good. Floorboards look really good actually. They've been coated prior to me getting them. Hopefully you can see that. I'll put it up on my lift so you can see too. One of the things in here, you can see no accident damage or anything at all. Actually really clean underneath the dash here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the back seat a little bit more. The seats fold forward. You can see this all looks really nice back here. This is the tonneau cover and these little corner pieces, but you can see back here there's no accident damage or anything like that. If you look underneath the seat, there's the battery. Floorboards look really good. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, I took pictures and stuff, so underneath there looks really good. I'll fix the seat belts in a minute. I'll go ahead on the other side, take a look for you. Got a heavy breather. Stan, you all right? Again, the seats look good. I'll take this out so you can see the floor just a little bit better. You know, really solid. You know, no problems or anything like that. So again, the jams, you can see a little door rub right here, little paint flake right there inside. This looks good. Probably the only thing that I would do to it down the road, they did it at one point, I'd probably buy new gaskets for it. They're just a little bit hard. Put one around the hood. This little welting is really easy. It just pulls off. I would probably just put new on there as well, because you can see just little cuts and stuff on it. But you know, that's all stuff you can just order some parts and spend the weekend and put some new pieces on. So really easy to do. You'll see the VIN number too is right there, along underneath the hood as well. This little light does work. So if you look up inside the top, it looks really nice as well. So just take a look at the back seat again. Again, just in nice condition. You know, it's not a show car or anything like that, but you'll definitely take it to shows. It turns a lot of heads, and it's not perfect, but it's in really good shape. So we're gonna go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, I wanted to show you underneath the deck lid here. You know, we did do a cold start for you too. That will show you here in a little bit, but I just wanted to go over the engine in general. Overall, it's in really clean shape. You'll see that one of the first things that people ask is that the original motor, and if you look right here, you'll see AE. It should be an AM. This is a 1971 1600, so it is a correct motor, but it's not the original one that came with it. The original one actually should say AM. I think this one actually has a little bit more horsepower in general. Another thing that you might notice real fast is this is not the correct air cleaner. This is actually off of a bus. It actually had a little chrome one on here, which I don't like, and I couldn't find another one, so I had this bus air cleaner. So I thought it looked more of the part in here. It looked better. It's got new tubes. Also, it's got new gaskets and everything like that. Preheat, intake. It's all been cleaned, painted. We had the engine out. It's got new oil cooler seals. And we got a couple more tins for it that didn't have on it when I got it. So a lot of just general things. We put a new clutch in it as well. And I mentioned it in my cold start that I did earlier about the tins underneath that you can get. It's got new hoses here. Some people are asking about the fuel filter. I don't know if there's any good place to put one on a Volkswagen, but we put clamps on everything. So, you know, the good thing about it right here, actually, if it did leak, I guess, you know, it would leak more on the ground, but you just got to be careful. One of the worst things on Volkswagens in general is the needle gets stuck and stuff, and the gas starts coming out of the carburetor. That's your biggest problem, honestly. So everything's working underneath here. We'll go ahead and I wanted to show you just inside here. Really, really clean overall. In general, this is all original paint in here. I did clean off, there was some yellow that was in here. I tried to clean it off, so in the pictures it looks a little different because I was trying to clean some yellow off. But you'll see in back behind here, it has not been hit, no accident damage or anything like that. So actually really clean up inside there. So go ahead and we'll just start it up real fast. I show it during the cold start. Oh, actually, I lied. I wanted to show you. Go ahead and turn the key on. And I screwed up when I did this on my cold start. But you can see the gas gauge went up. But go ahead and start it up, and I want to show you those lights go off. I forgot to show that. You can see they immediately went off for the oil pressure. So runs really smooth. It sounds good. And usually it's you know, when it's cold, you just hit it one time and there you go. Go ahead and rev it up just a little bit. You know, it sounds really good. So go ahead and shut it off. I'm going to go ahead and show underneath the bonnet here. Go ahead and pull that lever in the corner. Hopefully I can do this with one hand. There we go. And oh, push that in. There we go. So underneath here looks good. This is where the one hand becomes a problem for me. Oh, stupid camera. There we go. Ah, good gravy. Anyways, this is where the problem comes with the camera. There we go. I'm trying to do this with one hand, being nuts. So there we go. It's different on different kind of rigs because I'm trying to use a prop rod. Anyways, underneath here looks really good. Brand new cocoa mat from this thing shop. I did put a new spare in here as well, and a new hubcap as well. So I don't have this bolted down because I wanted to pull this out so you could see it. So I'll pull the tire out for you. I'll pull the mat out. It's actually really clean underneath here. They didn't repaint this, so it is all original paint underneath here. So this is something you could do later if you wanted, paint it black or whatever, or paint it yellow. But the main important thing is actually it hasn't been repaired in here, and you'll see the nose is really, really clean, not rusty, not hit. Looks really good. You can see the jack sitting in here, but look down there, really, really nice. So this is actually a nice thing to see in here. If you look here, VIN tag, everything looks good, no crinkle marks or anything like that. So if you look up underneath the hood, same thing, original paint up here. So overall, really clean, really nice driver that mechanically is in great shape. So yeah, and it's just not all beat up. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, thanks for driving around with me in the thing. It's actually really fun to drive. A lot of people like it when they see it. So I honked at them. They're probably thinking, who the heck is that? But I just want them to be surprised because it's kind of a thing. Anyways, we're gonna cruise around here a little bit. Just wanted to show you what it drove like in general. You can see here the steering wheel, not a lot of shake or anything like that. It actually is pretty good. I'm going to put on the brakes. It doesn't pull or anything like that. It's got drum brakes all the way around, but you can see there's not any wheel shake or anything. It's not pulling all over the place, so it actually does pretty good. You heard the horn working a minute ago, and I wanted to show you. You can see the gas gauge is working. It's actually on full because I did fill it up. You can see the speedometer, odometer is working. You'll also notice that the blinkers are working. I think the high beam light is in there. I don't see it. I'll have to double check that, but the high beams do work. You can see our hazard light is blinking and up there as well. So pretty Spartan. I mean, there's not a lot of things to show behind the wheel. So anyways, enjoy, and we'll just cruise around. Hey, we're going to take a look at the thing underneath. This is the second thing that I look at. Second thing that I look at when I look at a rig in general. I'll crawl underneath and take a peek at things, take a look at structure and stuff, because everything can look really pretty on the outside, but you don't want to look for accident damage. You want to look for crazy repairs, different things, different wear. In general, you're still going to see all the still photos, obviously, in the auction. If you got any questions or anything like that, please give me a jingle. Would be glad to help in general. So anyways, we'll just start here, the front to the back. The beam looks good overall. We hit all the Zerk fittings and stuff, cleaned up stuff. In general, you can see the boots all look really good. Not all cracked. These are KYB shocks. We repainted them because they got a little dirty. That's why you don't see stickers on them, but they're actually in really good shape. It does have new drums on the front. Brake shoes all look good overall. You can just look up inside here. Again, the boots and everything look good. The ball joints. You know, you don't see any accident damage up behind the headlight. It actually looks really good. You know, no damage up here in the nose. Actually really clean overall. So I have wheels off so you can see inside the wheel wells and stuff like that. I haven't seen any problems with rust issues or anything like that. Actually, everything looks pretty clean in general. If you take a peek up in there with the light. Everything looks real nice. Floor pans really, really nice in general. They're not undercoated or anything like that. They're just painted. Very clean. I think these are specific to a thing. These supports. Here, if you look inside the rocker area, very clean jack mount. Looks nice. Underneath the rocker here is in great shape as well. We'll take a look at the other side real quick for you. Again, the rocker, jack mount, This is the battery box area. You can see the rockers look real nice on it in general. If you look up inside here, everything looks real clean overall. Boots look good. They're not cracked or anything like that. Bottom of the engine. It's supposed to have, I believe there's another shield that comes up here like this, little tins on both sides. I think there's two little tins that you might want to get eventually. The exhaust is from the Thing Shop. We did do a valve adjustment on it while the engine was out, so all that looks good. And I took pictures of the valve covers off. Again, on this side, the boots aren't cracked or anything like that. They actually look in really good shape. Transmission looks good. We did change the gear oil out of it and put new oil in it as well. If you look up back behind here, again, it's not rusty and no damage overall. So overall looks pretty clean underneath on this thing. Like I said before, if you got questions, you can give us a jingle. Brake lines look good. They're not cracked. So everything looks pretty good in general. So anyways, if you got questions, give me a call. I'd be glad to help. It is a no reserve auction. Top bid is going to get it. So that's it. Have a great day.